Hey everybody, this is LODWise, and today we are going to be playing a game called Raft, and holy crap is this thing a lot of fun. I play this thing for hours. Now again, my version is only 1.05. I know they're all higher than that, but they haven't released anything yet, so for right now this is just kind of where we're at. So let's go ahead and jump into my little boat city, I guess. I might be doing some actual gameplays a little bit later, but for right now this is just more or less a showing off of the game, more or less. This is kind of just your storage. You press E, not damn F like I've been playing Ark. Everything's F. Okay, so I need a drink. So basically what I was going to do here is when you want to look in the inventory, of course, you're just going to be pressing tab, but I already have my drinking water, so this is 7. Okay, now, those are empty. They're right here, just empty cans. So I need to go fill them back up with seawater. Of course, you can't drink that shit without fucking killing you, so. There you go. And basically what happens then is you need to build the cans, you fill it full of seawater, you stick them on these water purifiers, they cook, and then you pick them up and drink them. Now I just leave them on in there so I know exactly where they're at easily so I can grab them real fast. This is going to be the, just some fish here you can eat. Now, if you're going to want to, like, say, heal yourself up, you're going to want to use meat. You don't really want to use the, plants because, honestly, they work. It just doesn't work that good, so. Alright, here we go. Now, what we'll do is, if you go find these right here, the barrels. Always hunt these barrels down. They have a shit ton of stuff in them. And that's where you can get seeds for your coconut stuff here. You can actually build the trees. You can hack them down, replant them, and that'll give you your wood, your thatch, and more seeds. And then you can drink the coconuts, and of course, and get some water and whatnot there. But what I've done here is I built a pretty good-sized tree farm. Honestly, that's enough. I don't really think I need any more. I was thinking about making this thing into like a storage facility, storage area. I really wish there was roofs. I really hope they add those in the later versions. I know they're trying to get on Steam, and honestly, playing this game for as long as I have, this game honestly it's definitely earned the right to be on Steam, because right now there are really seriously no major complaints that I have. Only complaint I kind of have is I wish you could hack the shark up with a fucking axe, but other than that, I mean, that's not really a problem. If you want to kill that shark, you're going to have to use the little spear here. Now, after a while, he will attack your area. So that's, if you look at my living area, you'll not hear because I was just kind of this afterthought, but I always have one row of foundations protecting everything else because this thing has the gravity, I guess you think about it, is kind of in play. So if he destroys this one and then destroys this one, this thing here is gone, and then whatever it's connected to up there is gone too. So it's basically, it holds everything up. So if you lose what's under it, your foundations, it's gone. You know, some games they don't have the gravity. So like say Minecraft or something like that. Maybe Ark. I mean, those games all have the Ark has the gravity, but I guess Creativerse, those they don't. So basically, you don't have to worry about it. But this one you kind of have to. Now. You can actually cook the beets here, or you can go up and, like say, if I go up here, damn it, like sell my potato plants here. I can actually pull them up and cook them. So those are pretty nice. And they actually do work quite nice. What you'll be doing is, I was kind of waiting to see if this guy would attack me. I have a multiplayer mods. Apparently there's quite a few mods already out for this game. Which are pretty cool. I really haven't played with any other ones. I play with the multiplayer because the guild here, the Dragoons, are actually been playing this thing together, and basically there is one shark for every person. So let's say if my Foo Egg shark comes in to try to attack him, I can't help him fight him off. Only he can do it, and it's freaking crazy. But I found little bitty kind of ways around taking out that shark. What I've been thinking about doing is building arms off of my little base here and try to make them double. So if he destroys one, it won't destroy all of them down the row. But build arms off of this thing. As he's swimming out, I could just stab him, run to the next arm, stab him, keep doing that. Right now, the only way I can actually do it is by jumping in the water, luring him to me, and then stab him a few times and start over. But if you keep doing that, you actually get hurt pretty bad. So you'd have to make sure you have a bunch of, like, say, fish. So all you do is basically, there's no like bait or anything, which I really hope you guys had bait. That would be something that'd be really cool. If you want to have to fish, you're gonna have other bait. I don't know what you could bait a fish with, a whatever, but maybe you guys could add those into those crates that we get floating to us every once in a while. Now, there's also a couple of really cool things. So basically, all I do, I need to put some meat on here. So, see, little fucker. Okay, that's kind of what I was waiting on. Alright, so he has damaged this foundation. If I keep letting him do it like it was over there, he'll just destroy it. So what you're going to want to do is pull out your hammer, and see, that's where I can normally build, but you're going to right click and hold it, and you're over this radial until you get to repair. There you go, I've repaired it. So basically that's kind of what you always need to be doing. So, ah, damn it, not good. If your bags are empty, you freaking lose shit. So, or I mean, if they're full, you're gonna lose stuff. So you need to be careful. So that way you can go back and refill everything back up again. Kind of wish it would stay in its own little tab instead of moving like that on me all the time, but it's not that big a deal. That's something you can kind of just work around. I'm going to be putting all these links and whatever else inside my descriptions. That way everybody can actually see stuff. Okay, so let's actually kind of break this down. What you do originally, you'd be starting on 4 little foundations. And then what you have to do is you have a grappling hook here, and you have to grapple everything that's floating to you, like those things right here. And that's how you pick shit up. Now later, once you get enough resources, you're going to be building these collectors, and you build the collectors. Now I stuck them inside of my foundations, that way a shark comes in and destroys it, I don't lose everything. See, so he would have to break this one all the way down till he actually ever able to get this. He's never going to attack you that I've known so far, like say in the middle. He's always going to be attacking you at the edges, so you could definitely want to have like actual doubles foundations everywhere to kind of protect things. So if he destroys that, of course I lose my light and whatever else. So, and theoretically, if he comes and destroys this, I lose all of that out there too. I would like to see though, like say if he did that, instead of it just disappearing, have it destroyed and have it like floating away, and let me be able to like grapple it, pull it back, you know. That would kind of reattach it or whatever else. I did see some of their blogs that they were talking about adding in foundation defenses and all kinds of other really cool stuff, doors and sleeping beds and whatever else. So that's going to be freaking awesome. Guys, definitely support these people. These guys definitely need to be on Steam, because there really isn't that many complaints about this game in Super Alpha that it is right now, where we have a whole bunch of stupid ass games on Steam that are Alpha and they will never leave Alpha because they've been abandoned or they just suck. I mean, some of those games don't even deserve to freaking be there. I know a lot of, I guess, shovelware at that point, you know, crap. So hopefully at that point this game definitely gets there. I mean, it looks really good. There's really not any like I say, like clipping or like graphical glitches I've seen so far. Honestly, I've been playing the same damn thing for hours. The only thing I don't like is I can't go swimming down on the bottom of the ocean, but I seen a blog that they were actually doing that in, so that tells me that they're actually already doing that. So that'd be pretty cool. I mean, maybe allowing you to create boats so you can, you know, go around or whatever else. That'd be pretty awesome. You know, having this thing as an open world MMO type, now that would be awesome too. And be able to have, like, you know, 100, 200 people on one server building, you know, water villages. You know, that would be pretty damn awesome to see something like that. You know, I know you probably couldn't do like taming animals or breeding animals like you could in like an Ark or something, but that would be pretty interesting to be able to have, like, say, make an actual little, I don't know, like an aquarium here, and then where you've actually captured like a few dolphins or something like that to help you go down to the bottom of the ocean, or sharks for defenses, your own little territory. You have them like chained to the sides of the boat or something, you know, to help fight off other things. That'd be kind of interesting to see. If, you know, it'd be kind of cool. I don't know how you'd actually do it, but that would still be pretty damn cool. Oh, and also, I'm not sure if everybody knows, like say, if I'm, like say here, I throw this out here and I miss it, instead of pulling it back like that, you can just right click and then that immediately goes right back to your hand, so. Also, let's see, the hatchet here, you can actually, like say, if I want to pick up a cooking pot, I can actually just hack, basically just hack it up. It actually goes back in the inventory, and then you can just drop it. It doesn't work that for everything. Like say, if I hack this floor out, it's gone. So it doesn't pick that part up. But I wouldn't mind seeing some pickup radials for items or something instead of hacking shit up like that. But another big thing was I kind of wouldn't mind seeing some kind of like bows and arrows or something like that. That'd be really freaking cool. And like I said, if you want to be able to build the walls or the pillars or whatever else, it's just on the hammer. It's right click and then you just basically move over the radials, anything you want to build. The radial is a little touchy, so I kind of wouldn't mind seeing, maybe something like that, but you little bastard. See, it's a little touchy, so that's about it. So now there was kind of one thing. Let's actually save this real quick. Now, let's say that you are... Okay, you work on this game, you work for hours, and then what happens here is that you die and you lose your freaking saves. It's gone. You're not getting it back. So, let's see if maybe I can... Huh, that's weird. I found a glitch there one time where it actually, I got into this water and I immediately died. So, I don't know. So, we'll let him kill me real quick. And once we die, then I'll show you kind of what I'm talking about. Main menu. Now, it's dead. I can't get it back. It is gone. So what we're going to do is let's go ahead and I'll actually put the, like say, save game locations in my comments as well. So that way you guys can do this. But I guess that's kind of a workaround. I don't know if it's kind of a cheating or whatever else. But when you spend hours on your game, you don't really seriously want to have to completely start over again. So let me go ahead and get that part of the thing brought up here, guys, and I'll be right back. Alright, now, so basically this is kind of where we're at. Basically what you do is you go to your C drive, your user, then the name of your user, app, data, local low, Raft, and then save games. It's right here. You see earlier when it said LODWise, so basically all you need to do is take out the dead dash and make it just say wise.rgd. Now, some of you, of course, not going to have your extensions showing on your computer or whatever. Don't worry about it. It'll just say the name of your save. So let's go ahead and rename that. Okay, now I renamed it, so let's go ahead and jump back into the game. Okay, back in the game here. There it is, Wise, and play. So that way, if you don't really want to do that, then go rename your guy. Back where I saved it, I didn't, of course I was down there, but this is where I saved it, so this is where my guy's at. So, now, let's go ahead and jump over into what's really cool. I really hope they add this into the game, and it's not just some mod hiding in the background, that you can basically play multiplayer. And like I was telling you before, it's up to like 16 players, and each person has their own shark, so that's like 16 sharks. That would be insane, playing that multiplayer like that. Holy shit, that would be insane. It's very buggy, but it's still pretty damn fun. So let's go ahead and quit real quick. Okay, here we go. This is going to be the the multiplayer, sorry. The multiplayer mod, again, I'll put that links in there. So basically all you do, this is just your thing you're at. And so basically what you do is just host it. Put a password on it. If I was you, probably would see up to 16 players. Let's just host it up. So basically what happens here is this is your main lobby. This is where everybody's at. They can chat, blah, blah, whatever. You can select your saves. So let's go ahead and select that one. Let's go ahead and start the game up. Now this is the game that Fueg and I was playing. Okay, so this is our little village thing so far. Now this is hard as shit because a lot of the resources that we were getting didn't come. Okay, it is slow as crap trying to divvy up all resources amongst everybody. And sometimes like say if I go fishing, I get food, I put down food, it doesn't show it for the other person. So we had to pick it up, put it inside of a box. He would have to come to the box, pick it up, and eat it. That's basically kind of what we had to do, back and forth, back and forth. And again, we have the one road defensive around it to kind of protect us from everything else. Now, I did notice, of course, the saves are in the same location. As you see, it said the derp, whatever. That is going to be for the mod. And it's really awesome. I really hope this mod actually becomes part of the game, because it definitely deserves to be here. But like I was saying, guys, this game is trying to get on Steam, so we definitely need to support this one, because I think this one earns it, because there's a lot of shitty-ass games that are on there that don't deserve it. So I say we definitely support these people. I mean, I would be making a hell of a lot more videos. I wouldn't mind, honestly, getting some, like, say, the other versions. I know there's other versions out, because they've been kind of, you know, putting on their blogs and whatever else, but I would love to be able to get a hold of those. You do like a little featurette kind of thing, you know, kind of what's new, and doing some playthroughs and stuff. That'd be freaking awesome. This, like I said, this game's damn cool. It's completely different. This is the kind of game I've been wanting, where, yeah, stay on the water and there's no land. You're basically trying to survive on the water itself. The only kind of bigger problem I really would have is that right there. You can see where shit is spawning in. You can actually build a barrier thing right around the spawn location. That's what I have. As I was, until I glitched the game out and killed myself. But right up there, where I can just walk right up and just pick it right out of the water, instead of having to wait for it to come back down to me. That way, you know, maybe, I don't know, changing the spawns so you can actually see them until they're actually right there. Maybe, I don't honestly know, but it's really not a big complaint. Whoopie-doo. You just kind of work around it, kind of thing. So, but guys, wow, like I said, I'll be putting all these comments. I'll be putting everything in my comment, all the descriptions, the things. The only one thing I do want to kind of go over and show you guys how to get that multiplayer thing to work. Okay, this is my saved folders. This is just basically where I have it. And I had it here. Basically, when you download it, you'll be getting this file here for the multiplayer version, and then this is the actual game. So what I did was I extracted this into here, and then I extracted it again inside there as well. So I have a folder for single player and a single folder for multiplayer. They go to the same saved location, so that doesn't matter. At that point, they have the same game basically duplicated in the same master folder that I have here, but who really cares? I mean, this way you can have a multiplayer version and a single player version. See, that's just single player. There's just basically, that is just the game. It's very small. Who really, you know, what would we do? Now the multiplayer, what you do is when you extract that other files here, you get those files. So what you do is you just copy and paste those into the other folder. And if you do that within the single player folder, it would basically at that point, you'd only have multiplayer, period. You couldn't play single player. So that's why you want to make a separate folder of the actual game files again, and then dump them onto the copied files and change it to the Raft MP for multiplayer. And then you can send it to your desktop and whatever else. So you would have one, you know, going to one folder, then one going to the other folder, and that way they're not trying to override each other or whatever else. Because all you do is you just copy and paste these things over, override whatever's in those files, and you're good to go. So guys, well, if you guys like these, man, hit those like button, hit the subscribe button, leave those comments and theories. I definitely read them, and guys, like I said, man, support these people. These guys definitely deserve it. So I'll catch you guys next time.